Hi. Through Advent, I've been talking about the unsanitized Christmas story. We've been looking behind the scenes we know so well, seeing some of the angst and pain and turmoil implicit in the story. The first week, we looked at the annunciation, the angel's announcement to Mary that she would bear a child who would be the Savior of the world. And we saw her submission to God in spite of the fact that she was taking on the social stigma and disgrace of a presumed premarital pregnancy. Last week, we looked at the birth story. Mary and Joseph arrive in Bethlehem, alone and carrying the disgrace of their situation. And of course, there's the inevitable discomfort of giving birth in an animal stable. And the visitors to the stable aren't family, but disreputable shepherds. But they had seen and heard angels announcing the birth, and they came and returned to their fields with wonder and a passion to tell others of their story of seeing Jesus. This week, we're going to be looking at the Magi and all the questions that surround them. Who are they? What did they see? What's going on in their interactions with Herod? And then looking at their responses to Jesus. Then we'll turn back to Joseph and his response once again to an angel's visit and the Holy Family's flight to Egypt as refugees. Although Joseph is generally seen as a background figure in the story and Christmas pageants, he's a remarkable figure. We'll look at some of the lessons we can learn from him. I hope you'll join us on Sunday as we worship together, and remember that the choir will be presenting the Christmas cantata by Heaven's Light next week. Hey, have you ever wondered why we celebrate Christmas with evergreens and Christmas trees? Early in the 700s, a young English monk named Boniface felt called to take the gospel of Christ to the people of modern-day Germany. During his journeys around the region, he learned that each winter the inhabitants of the village of Geismar gathered around a huge oak tree known as the Thunder Oak to worship the god Thor. The ceremony included a human sacrifice, usually a child. Boniface thought he could convert the villagers by destroying the Thunder Oak, proving the power of the true God. On Christmas Eve in the year 723, Boniface chopped down the Thunder Oak with an axe. According to church tradition, and this is less historically attested than the above, Boniface then pointed to a small fir tree and said, "This little tree shall be your holy tree tonight. It is a sign of an endless life, for its leaves are evergreen. Let this be called the tree of the Christ child, gathered about it, not in the wild wood, but in your own homes. There it will shelter no deeds of blood, but loving gifts and rites of kindness." The villagers did convert to Christianity, and since then, the evergreen tree has been used to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Thanks for joining us for VChat this week. I'll see you next week. Bye.